They call it ghost in the machine. Yeah. And it can be so mean when it's looking at me.
Say how they don't feel that they're in a really bad situation because it hasn't gotten physical. And when I hear that, it's very disturbing. It's almost like, are you waiting for that to happen in order to categorize your relationship as abusive? What does that mean? You don't want to look at the individual that you're dating or getting to know. You don't want to see them for who you want them to be. You want to be able to actually notice who they really are. So you're sitting there in your mind and you're like, oh, it wasn't so bad. He didn't yell so much this time, and he yelled maybe for like 5 minutes instead of 20 like last time. And so these are all excuses we make up. Okay, whether he yells for 1 minute or 20 minutes, the point is he's yelling at you. And that is not love. That is not a way to treat a human being, let alone a woman that a man claims to love.
Honest baby, my body's feeling this eternal rush. Too electric, too hot, too cold, can't get enough. Red heat, ooh, that burning desire. Only your love, baby, can get me much higher.
How many times are you going to be making an excuse for the bruises that you're covering up? For the words that are being spoken to you on a daily basis that are undermining you, demeaning you, degrading you, belittling you? How does he treat you? I mean, like I said, there's going to be the painting of the picture off the bat, but eventually you get to see their real side. These men might, in the beginning, be really into you and showing you so much attention and care and love, and they kind of make you fall in love with them, kind of wrap you around their finger, make you feel like they're everything. Physically speaking, if it has not gotten physical, it does not mean that it won't. Because I'm going to share with you what happened with me in most of my abusive relationships. They all started off like a fairy tale love story that you would just die for. And you're on cloud 9 and you're so happy you found the one each and every time.
Try to unravel me, you couldn't even try, no longer caught in the web of I love you, babe, don't cry. I love you, babe, don't cry. Now I'm chasing a rainbow.
It's very emotional because you're remembering and commemorating lives that have been lost, but you're also bringing awareness and action to this topic. We have this thing about us women that we create these excuses for these men that mistreat us, and I just thought it was really important to bring that up, to make a point that we don't need to make excuses anymore. We need to just see things for what they are.
Look at the pattern, the history of what kind of men you keep attracting. It's not all about the men, even though, I'm not condoning their behaviors, but you need to know about yourself. It's very important to enter that state of self-inquiry.
Don't jump into another relationship. This goes for everyone, not just teenagers. every woman I'm speaking to right now, do not jump into another relationship until you finally absolutely healed from the previous one.
I was going through a very difficult situation in this relationship at the time that I was having, and I just had to make a decision for myself finally to get out. There was just no way of reconciling because there was just too much violence and abuse going on, and I had to just make that decision to move forward.
Don't think that your children are not affected, and don't think that they don't know what's going on. They may be very young, and especially if they're young, they're not able to understand what's going on, but they can feel what's going on. So, and that even creates even more difficult trauma that is later on in life, throughout teenage years and throughout adulthood. It shows up, and it shows up in these various ways that I've just described. From a verbal standpoint, things escalated to the point where my partner at the time started showing signs of being aggressive, first with words, and then him using things around the house in an aggressive manner. So, for example, he would, maybe punch a hole in the We always tend to put up a front. We show our best side, right? So we put our best foot forward and we lay it all on the line. We tell wonderful stories about ourselves, and we just paint the beautiful picture of who we are. But then when you really get to know someone, that's when you really see what they're truly all about. How many times have you said to yourself, the next time he raises his voice at me, or the next time I'm blamed for something I didn't do, or the next time, I don't know, the next time he accuses me of something, or suspects that I'm cheating on him when I'm not, or is distrusting of me, or whatever the case may be. How many times have you said to yourself, okay, the next time, the next time, the next time?
Don't even think that I'll think twice. My heart has turned as cold as ice, and now I see past all the lies you made me believe. And I'm sorry, it's sad to say, you never knew me anyway. No way. So I'm saying bye, bye, bye.
If you are a woman and you are watching this today, first of all, my heart goes out to you, and I'm sorry that you are going through this. And secondly, you need to know that there are people out here that care. There's a community that is just ready to embrace you, organizations, agencies, shelters that are ready to just take you on and really help you out, which is what they've done for me. And I urge you to come forward and step up and let them know that you need help. We are not going to stand for that. We don't stand for that. So remember that. Love you guys. Love you, ladies.